Well, my dad and I recently went out to St John's, Newfoundland to visit my dad's aunt, Hattie. I wasn't at all sure what to expect as we headed out to Newfoundland. All I knew was that we were staying in St John's, the capital, in a Holiday Inn. Dad and I were staying in the same room, no less, and that we were visiting Dad's 93-year-old aunt, Hattie. We arrived, and Hattie was just so touched we'd made the effort to go out and visit her. She hadn't had a relative come and visit since my dad's mum and dad went out in the 80s.
And then we'll be turning right.
Newfoundland is known locally as the Rock because it's literally just a big rock jutting out of the sea. It's the most eastern part of the whole of North America. Newfoundland itself is bizarre and amazing to visit. Everything we passed was so unique and quirky I kept wanting to stop and take photos and videos. Dad and Hattie probably got a bit frustrated with me.
And see where all the cars are stopped right here?
Okay.
You can head into any one of them places and she can get up there and take all the pictures she wants.
Joan is a friend of Hattie's who joined us for a day's road tripping around the Rock. They know each other from their voluntary work at the Botanical Gardens. She is born and bred Newfoundland, so she grew up in a place called Conception Bay, and she still lives there today. The Rock was domesticated by the English and the Irish from the 18th century, really. They came over for the fishing in the summer and then headed home for winter because it gets so cold here. That's why you may have heard a distinct Irish twang in Joan's Newfoundland accent. One thing we noticed driving around was how much the islanders have made the island their home. Cold weather sets in around October and lasts till June pretty much every year. Newfoundlanders have found loads of ways to brighten up the place in the cold and wintry months. It helps that the scenery is stunning, but there are also brightly coloured, warm and cosy houses, delicious food and drink to enjoy, some hilarious place names, and ominous signs lurking around.
Here are probably 300,000.
As much as that?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I've fallen in love with Newfoundland. It feels like a home away from home. The best bit about the trip was getting to know Aunt Hattie. She's an absolute corker of a woman.
We used to make Christmas puddings every Christmas.
Yeah.
300 Christmas puddings a year.
Her stories about Grandad, her beloved older brother meeting my granny, tales of the war, engineering college, and moving to Canada as a plucky young woman in the 50s, meeting a husband and moving here permanently were really special to hear. We were really sad to leave the Rock, but the time came for us to go, so we said goodbye to Hattie and send our love to her and all her family in Newfoundland.